Hello Magic fans, I'm Beef and welcome back to another standard gameplay video, and today we are playing a mono green Stompy deck with a new card from through the Omenpaths, the Scouring Stormsoul, a 3-mana legendary star. I'm pretty sure this is Sandman in paper because it is a sand elemental villain, and it has power and toughness each equal to the number of lands we control. And the Scouring Stormsoul can't be blocked by creatures of power 2 or less, so that's semi-evasion. And we can pay 5 and return it and target land card from our graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Their last ability is not up to 1 land card, so we need a land card in the graveyard. And we don't have ways of doing that, so it's likely we're not going to bother with that last mode. But obviously you can put in some fetch lands, but I think that would slow down the mana base, or maybe some mill cards like Cash Grab or Dredger's Insight, but we're not a graveyard deck, so we're not doing that. The rest of the stuff is just general good green cards. We've got 4 copies of Overlord and Hauntwood, 4 copies of Robberoid, which is bonkers, 4 copies of Summer and Fenrir. 1 gets us a land to buff our Stormsoul, and the second level, when you next cast creature by its turn, it enters with a +1/+1 counter on it. That's great with the Robberoid. Lumbering World Wagon, another way to get additional lands. Frenzied Bailoff, Strength of Will, another new card. 2-mana instant until end of turn. Target creature you control gains indestructible, and whenever this creature is dealt damage, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. So it's a great way if you can attack in and you think your opponent's going to block and kill your creature, or if your opponent attacks and you have a pretty bad block, you can obviously use this to save your creature and grow them massively. Flourishing Bloomkin, I'm always a big fan of in green decks. It is also it gets +1/+1 for each forest we control, and you can just guise it for 3 and turn it face up with 5, and when you do, you basically get Cultivate. Search for a library up 2 forest cards, reveal them, put 1 into the battlefield tapped and 1 into your hand, then shuffle. Then 2 close encounters from Edge of Eternities. It's basically a bite spell, but with a slight difference. So bite spells usually target creature you control, target creature your opponent controls. The creature you control deals damage equal its power to the target creature your opponent controls. But that leads to blowouts, because when you target your creature, if your opponent removes it or interacts anyway with the spell, it has the selection of the creature as an additional cost to cast this spell. So it doesn't target anything. So even if your opponent takes the creature out, it doesn't make a difference. Then 4 Llanowar Elves, 2 Fate Weavers, just because a 1/1 reach death touch is pretty good. We don't have any spider heroes to fetch, especially mixed up with a Robberoid if his turns into a 3/3, 4/4, so on, really more powerful. And then we do have 1 Bushwhack. We are playing 22 lands, so this essentially acts as a 23rd land or a fight spell if we don't need that additional land. You could even go, I think, 21 lands and 2 Bushwhacks to really help with the lands, because sometimes we do flood out even with 22 lands. So that's a deck. It's like mono green. It can completely overwhelm your opponent, and sometimes they just scoop as soon as you play a Robberoid. But obviously if they have target removal, it can also suck that way. But it's a very low curve, so you generally can go quite wide. And if you can go Llanowar Elves into turn 2, Fenrir into turn 3, or Robberoid, that is very hard to come back from. So a very fun deck, a very powerful one when it gets going. Hope you enjoy. If you do, please remember to like and subscribe. I'd like to give a shout out to my patrons. They are Arcadius, Michal, Thomas and Adrian. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you everyone else for your support. And I'll see you all in my gameplay. We go first. Turn 2 Fenrir is always fun. And the Bailoff can come down as a 4/3. And they have a Paw Patch. Ooh, Druneth. Well, actually, let's Stormsoul. And we can still get down the Bailoff. Our Bloomkin's going to be quite big. You have to put a counter on something. Yeah, that's why you have it. Well, that's Bloomkin. And it's just ward 1. I doubt they take the block. Scavenger news. Good old wall wagon. This will grow our Bloomkin and our Stormsoul. Yeah, you can grow the ooze out of range of dying. And we'll just play out our hand. Another talent. Great. And another scavenger news. Let's go review. Yep, we will. They have to block the Stormsoul. This will probably be it, unless they have a way to deal with it. Our opponent goes first. It's the first time we've seen the Stormsoul. Well, we'll get down a Bloomkin. And next time we'll get down a the Scouring Stormsoul. They're not attacking in. And next time we can Fenrir. Do you have oh, they don't have the flicker effect. Well, I'm gonna Get down Fenrir. I think they do have a bounce spell. And get down an Ouroboros. Oh, they didn't. Interesting. Hopefully next turn we get down an Ouroboros, which will have a counter on it. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on everything. Do you have the flicker effect this time? You do. Yeah. But they're tapped out. They get a draw. We'll hold back with the Fate Weaver for now. They're down to 7. Do they just play out their other Quantum Riddler? They bounce the Ouroboros. Well, we will Bloomkin and then Ouroboros. Yeah, you've got to. Nice. Ooh. Why don't you tap down the Stormsoul? I suppose they can flick. Okay. Our opponent goes first. No 1-drop. Their life gain. We have a 1-drop. Turn to Fenrir. Well, they didn't keep a land drop. They kept a 1 lander. And we can turn 3 Ouroboros. Let's swing in. They don't attack. Let's see how they block. Like that. We kill their channeler. They do get a grower vanguard. Like quite a lot. But they probably can't really attack. Get a forest. We swing Bigly. Got down a Bailoff, they would have had to jump, but I can't see how they're getting back from this. No. Oh, opponent goes first. We have lots of land, we don't really need any more. They're green as well, but they've got a land of white elves. We just have land. Three games, and I don't think we've seen one yet. Do you have a 3-drop? Or are you struggling over your 2-drop? Well, they're killing themselves, that helps. Let's swing in. Presumably Mark Vessel Passage. Oh yeah, they are in blue as well. Second land on what elves. I am going to play that face down. Because next turn we can play 2 Bloomkins, and the turn after we can turn up that Bloomkin. But we need more than Bloomkin and lands. Are they Meringue River Regent deck? I'm guessing they are. Well, let's swing in then. They're going to have to start blocking eventually. What do you have for 3 in green that is holding up priority? Removal spell? This puts them to 3. Wow. Wow, okay. The problem is, we'll hold up strength with will. If you do have Meringue with a Regent, you won't be able to bounce the face down card with it. Because you won't have enough mana, I don't think. Opponent? Maybe they're Ugin. If they had an untapped land, they could Ugin next turn. So it's Archdra's Charm they were looking for. They were holding priority for. Oh, Kona. But they don't have a way to tap it as of yet. And yeah, that was a very strange get. We go first. Hopefully we can get the turn to Wild Wagon. Oh good, roots. I'm at. Let's crew with two of you. They're down to 11. Overlord. Yeah. That's a pretty fast clock.